said, transfer cross-border transfers of payment as well as assets. And I think that's the most important thing to consider. Like, it's not just the ability to send a token that could be used for payment or effectively, but these are all utility tokens. What's important is the innovation that blockchain has created allows us to transfer all sorts of assets. And let's talk about very specific examples, because rather than give a generic comment, I'd like to give a really specific example that paints a picture. Think about patents or IP rights today. These are licensed across hundreds, if not thousands, of companies, and there are hundreds of patent offices. Each country has their own. In some countries, like the United States, you can get some very specific state-level patents as well. And so, think about the butterfly web this creates. You have a very large amount of people who own and license these patents. You have a very large number of people who issue these patents, and these are all on disparate databases. The only way to create a marketplace where anyone can exchange these assets, whether it's licensing or transfer, is to use a third-party database or system, in this case a ledger like a blockchain, that no one controls and is immutable. Therefore, no one's scared that the transfer can never be detected later. Everyone's willing to share some data with the underlying blockchain because you've created an efficient marketplace. And therefore, you've, by and large, created an extremely efficient system that you otherwise wouldn't be able to, because no one is going to trust a third party with reconciling and ensuring immutability of these underlying transfers. But when it's a public immutable ledger, which has been proven over the last decade to be highly resilient and secure, people are more willing to do so. So blockchain technology, acting as this, trustable public network, allows us to transfer all sorts of things across borders, across economies, and across differentiated tech stacks. Thanks.